South Africa is standing on the edge of a financial turning point, and almost no one sees it coming. Behind the quiet calm of the markets, the world's financial watchdogs are deciding whether to free or choke Africa's most industrialized economy. What's happening this week could change the global balance of money, power, and control. In this report, Border Files exposes what the mainstream media won't tell you: the real forces behind South Africa's fight to escape the Financial Action Task Force's gray list. We'll break down how this global blacklist operates, who actually benefits from keeping countries trapped under increased scrutiny, and why the removal or continued punishment of South Africa will ripple far beyond the rand into the global power game between East and West. The South African rand opened stronger this week, 17.31 against the US dollar. A small number, but behind it, a storm. Because this isn't just about inflation or trade, it's about control. At the center of it all, the FATF, the Financial Action Task Force, a name that sounds like bureaucracy, but operates like a global court for financial compliance. If you're on their gray list, global investors see you as high risk. Money moves slower, loans get tighter, trade deals quietly vanish. And that's exactly where South Africa has been trapped since 2023. The FATF says it's about anti-money laundering, but what few realize is that this system was designed to pressure governments into alignment. And in the shadow of global geopolitics, alignment means obedience. Now South Africa is fighting for release. This week's FATF plenary, October 22 to 24, will decide if the country has done enough to clean up its systems. Analysts from ETM Analytics and Investec are watching every signal. Inflation is steady, 3.3%. The rand is firm. The top 40 index is climbing. But underneath the optimism, investors know the truth. If South Africa fails to escape the gray list, the consequences could echo for years. Because this isn't just about crime and corruption. It's about who gets to decide which nations are trustworthy and which are not. Insert dramatic music swell, world map connecting Washington, Paris, and Pretoria. Let's go deeper. The FATF isn't a neutral referee. It's a Paris-based institution dominated by Western powers. The same powers currently weaponizing financial systems against countries that stray from their geopolitical orbit. Think Russia, think Iran, think the endless lists of non-compliant states. Now, South Africa. What no one noticed is how the timing of this review collides with another major global event: the shift of emerging markets towards the BRICS alliance and the growing de-dollarization movement. If South Africa is freed from the gray list while deepening ties with China and Russia, it sends a message: global South economies can clean up, comply, and still remain independent from the West's financial command. That's why this moment terrifies certain boardrooms in London, New York, and Brussels. ETM Analytics says removal from the gray list won't trigger an instant flood of money, but it will remove one of the final excuses global funds use to avoid South Africa. In plain language, it will make the rand harder to manipulate, and it could unlock billions in portfolio flows. But if the FATF decides to keep South Africa in financial limbo, even after years of reform, it would signal something darker: that compliance doesn't matter, politics does. Hold on, because this is where everything changes. The longer South Africa remains gray-listed, the more it becomes a symbol of resistance to the Western-led economic order. And that's not a coincidence. Because in the new world of economic warfare, perception is the new currency. Let's connect the dots. The same financial networks pressuring South Africa also play silent roles in shaping policies in Nigeria, Kenya, and even India. FATF decisions dictate global trust, and trust dictates trade. So when a country like South Africa, the gateway to the continent, is under review, it's not just about Johannesburg. It's about the balance of global influence over Africa's financial future. Behind closed doors, major corporations and foreign governments are already preparing their bets, positioning for a post-Grey List South Africa, a nation potentially free to negotiate from strength, but only if the decision goes its way. By the end of this week, South Africa will know its fate: a return to financial legitimacy or another year of silent punishment. Whatever happens next, one thing is clear: this is not just about compliance. It's about who writes the rules of global finance and who must obey them. The storm above Johannesburg isn't just weather. It's a signal. The old financial order is trembling, and the cracks are showing. If this story stirs something inside you, if you can feel that what's happening isn't a coincidence, then you already know what to do. Subscribe now to Border Files and turn on notifications, because the next episode will expose the secret negotiations shaping South Africa's future and who's truly pulling the strings behind the world's money machine. Border Files, because power has no borders.